Welcome back. Last episode we defeated the big bad Corypheus, and now we can put our minds to other uninteresting things that we need to do.
Should I bow whenever you come into the room now?
The ceremony is not for a while.
Oh yeah.
It will be strange to see you and think, there walks divine Victoria. Then let us enjoy these moments while they last, as colleagues.
Of
Or as
course.
friends?
What's this? A breach in decorum?
How dare you, how dare you. But yes, we've got our, whatever that is, but our DLC are on the other side. So let's finish the operations that we got. So press the Orlesian nobles. The Orlesian nobles were most happy to pledge their loyalty to both the throne and the Inquisition. Their generosity is matched only by the desire to avoid the same unpleasantness that took place at the Winter Palace. Ambassador Montelier. Good. Do you think we'd heard that we'd won the fight at that point? Or do you think they were like, oh, thank God we gave that response? Okay, Inquisitor. Thank you for convincing the villagers of Red Crossing to acquiesce. I understand that they were reluctant, but perhaps this sign of shared mourning will lead to new healing and growth. Please accept these gifts. May they aid your Inquisition in its quest. Keeper Hakkon. Thank you. Thank you. So we've got all of that side done, and there's the last one. Follow the Venatori map. The scouts located the cache the Venatori sought. It was long abandoned and had become home to several ancient demons, dispatched with great effort. Once it was done, however, the cache yielded treasures not seen in this world for ages. Leliana. And we got a staff. Cool. But what did I say I was going to do? I said I was going to do this one. Investigate the Frostback Basin. Minimum suggested level 20. I've got that, don't you worry. To Ambassador Josephine Montelier. Thank you so much for your earlier correspondence. I confess it's been difficult to get those in Orlais to take this discovery seriously in light of recent events. But the events are over now, so we're just fine. But I am positive that scouting the Frostback Basin will yield historic discoveries beneficial to both the academic field and the Inquisition. As a staunch supporter, I am honoured to be working in such great company on this historic occasion. Yours most sincerely, Professor Brom Kenrick, University of Orlais. The University of Orlais has vouched for Professor Kenrick. If he says there is something worthwhile in the Frostback Basin, we should investigate. Let's go. DLC. I've never even touched this before, so I'm excited. We've scouted the region and set up camp. Professor Kenrick has the scouts gathering anything they can find. So far, we've uncovered a lot of very odd buckles. Hopefully this yields something more exciting. Anyone who comes here should be ready for hostile wildlife and angry Avvar. This place is dangerous. Scout Harding. I mean, it doesn't really make sense that you go here. Like, you know, at the moment they've not found anything. So would it make sense for me to even go during the main mission when we've got, you know, a big angry Tevinter ancient god thing trying to destroy us? Maybe not. Maybe it says something different if you're there. If you're doing the main story, I don't know. Okay, so we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it did. I was like, would it even tell me if there was some? That has changed again. So maybe it wasn't supposed to like change until this ending. Oh my god, does that look very foreboding? I love how, like, where do these cards even come from? Are these cards that we have like just lying about when I'm like, okay, I'll bring these 3 with me and deal out the 3 cards, and then I come in and just the soulless one has changed. Who wants to go to the Frostback Basin with me? That's the question. I seem to like bring Cassandra a lot. Cassandra and Iron Bull with me a lot of times. It's been a while since I've brought Sarah. Oh, or should I bring Cole? I'll bring Cole as well. I was like, but I need a mage. And then I was like, but I am a mage. Oops, let me add my boy. And we confirm. Oh, here we are.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
Anything interesting?
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Ah!
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While
I'll talk about what I'm aiming at in a minute.
After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
Ooh. The last Inquisitor. I'm really annoyed because it looks like my outfit has like finally loaded in. Why couldn't it load in during the final fight? It looks nice. Okay. Who was that? Hooray, interesting. I feel like I would have... I don't feel like she studies a lot, but I feel like the last Inquisitor would have been a very interesting subject for her. Like, we've got the historical perks, so we've obviously done some research, but I feel like her research was like, you know, Corypheus and the ancient Tevinter, like, you know, people. It would have been... I feel like she would have... Why do I need to... why do I need to, like, justify myself? I would definitely be like, I studied Inquisitor Ameridan.
The texts say that Inquisitor Ameridan was a dragon hunter who vanished on his last expedition.
Yes, precisely. I see you've read Lautrec's Precursors to the Chantry. Inquisitor Ameridan stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
That's
I'm
cool.
all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
Ah. Loot sounds good. Yes. Yes, it does. But would she say that? I think she'd just say, then let's get to work then.
How can we help you find Inquisitor Ameridan's resting place?
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Ameridan was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avvar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakkon.
Okay.
There's also an Avvar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakkon,
So I
they've
feel like we
been
should
friendly
go to the
so far.
east first.
The Jaws of Hakkon.
They're hostile Avvar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakkonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do.
Of course they do.
I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
Okay.
I should
Thank
go.
you, Harding.
Safe travels.
Oh, is she usually here? Oh, you look nice as well. You look very fancy, Cole, in that outfit. It's been a while since I've talked to you guys, though, so do you have better armor for them? I might do. Let me have a look. Oh, I don't. I might for Blackwall. Let's have a look at Blackwall. It's the exact same one. Oh, no, it's a little different. It's worse as well. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. What? That is the worst one. That one's alright. No, what am I saying? That's the one that he's got on, and it's worse than the one that's there. Because why is this, like, light pink, huh? Never mind. Okay, so let's speak with Professor Kenrick first, then. Where's our man? How are you going, dude?
Scout Harding has an impressive team.
Scout
Her
Harding.
people brought back a number of artifacts.
I mean, is she like she calling her lady? I guess not by, you know, having to correct yourself. What have you found then?
Have you been able to locate Inquisitor Ameridan's
Of
resting
course
place?
not.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment,
She looks...
cloth and leather
Cole
will
looks
have
so
long
nice in
since
that
rotted away.
outfit.
Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avvar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter.
Of course.
Fortunately,
I love how they
thanks to
walk
some
right up to
period-specific
us.
buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
Hey, I guess Harding was wrong, and the buckles are helpful. So Tevinter, they're everywhere, aren't they?
You said there were pieces dating back to Tevinter.
Yes, while it's rare to see Tevinter ruins so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost.
Of course they did.
They might have built it as a ritual site. I'm not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
And period-specific buckling.
You lost me at buckling.
You'd think that a buckle was
It makes sense
Ever
because
since people started belting on weapons, they've been adding bits.
yeah, they've been changing the way they do it.
Has a dragon engraving. With the alloys of the metals used, it's clearly Tevinter. While this one uses a clasp that wasn't invented until the dawn of the Olesian Empire. And when it comes to historical research, you might say we have to buckle down.
It was very funny. Tell me what you found,
What do
though.
you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore, not far to the south.
Which is
There
where
was
the
some sort of
Hakkonites
battle
are, though.
near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avvar fishing camp, but the Avvar won't say much about it.
Well, okay then. Tell me of the fishing camp.
What can you tell me about the Avvar fishing camp?
Not much. It's the friendly Avvar, not these
Oh, that's
jaws
good.
of
That's
Hakkon
good.
barbarians. According to the scouts, they wouldn't say much about the area. Likely a local superstition.
And there was a battle. Is this recent or is this back when the last Inquisitor came this way?
What makes you think the last Inquisitor
Aha,
was
thank
fighting?
you.
There's a clasp here common to armor links. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow, like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silverite, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Cordilis. That dagger had to
Cordilis.
be a gift from Cordilis Draco, first emperor of Orlais. No one would just lose such a thing.
Okay, I'll definitely head to the island then.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some
With
answers.
luck.
Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Okay, okay. So let me have a look here then. We've got the... what is that? That's... the Jaws of Hakkon are attacking Inquisitor soldiers. That seems important. Kenrick's research assistant Colette left Tevinter to survey... left to survey Tevinter ruins. Her findings could offer historical insight into the basin's past. That's the mysterious island, and that is making contact with the Avvar. Hold to the east could provide the Inquisition with useful allies. So I feel... let's head this way, maybe. Lead the charge and then work across. And then down to the... I feel like we should, like, go to the island last. I feel like we might need permission to do that. The basin beckons. Is there anything interesting in here?
The pages by bending the corners.
Okay, Professor Bram Kenrick. The requested supplies have been sent to your current location from the university, including additional ink, books on Emeraldin, and 3 Divine Age buckles for purposes of comparison. And yes, upon your return you may say, I told you so, in regards to my saying your collection was useless. Everything should arrive shortly after you. Of course, loads still aren't what they were. Also, I fed that fish, but I am not talking to it for you. Professor Shaver Laurent, University of Orlais. It was like, I should probably check the camp before I head out, eh? A note affixed to a book entitled Sir Lothar Rene Duret's Victory and Dominion. Lady Harding, I could use the opinion of an expert. Though impressive, the victory outlined on the marked page could not have been achieved as stated. Bram Kenrick? Sure it could, if you had enough apples. Harding. Oh, I'm interested in that. He seems interested in Harding. Nice. She's pretty cool. A letter to Harding. My darling Lace. I hope this letter finds you healthy and happy. Last week I managed to barter for maps of Ferelden and Orlais from Hugin, the old soldier who rents a place on Mistress Johann's farm. You remember him, don't you? Quiet man, always smoking a pipe in his chair on the porch. He wasn't using the maps anymore, so I gave him some of my jam and patched his coat in exchange for them. Now, whenever you tell me of your travels, I'll be able to track where you've been. I'm astounded, my darling. When I look at the weave of dotted trails I've already marked on my maps. Oh, the places your feet have touched. How far you've gone, my little lace. I am so, so proud of you. When I was your age, I'd only ever gone as far as Lothering. My mother never left Redcliffe. She lived and died there. And now here you are, flying so far with so much purpose. My mind can barely comprehend it, but my heart swells. I shan't take up too much of your time. I know how busy you are. I am looking at the frostbacks on the map as I write this, because I know you will likely be at your skyhold. Please make sure to dress warmly. I have included the recipe for your favourite turnip goat stew. A taste of home to stave off the cold mountain airs. Kisses and hugs from me and your father, Mother. Oh, I love Harding. She's like my favourite, like, little NPC. And I don't mean little. Why did I say little? I was like, she's probably one of the biggest NPCs in this game. Pages of neatly written, painstakingly detailed notes filled in a well-worn journal. The notes break midway through for a list. Expedition to Frostback Basin preparations. Reread Finding Ameridan complete. Review notes and appropriate excavation methods complete. Practice categorization of minute material artifacts complete. Read book on Frostback Basin complete. Practice camping complete. Note, bring a pillow. Reread an anatomy of various terrible beasts complete. Learn to fence. Cannot find a willing instructor. Ask brothers for fencing defense lessons. Bad idea. Read book on survival and defense. Complete. Bring towels. Packed. A few idle swirls follow, along with a tiny sketch of an elf defending a stack of papers from various terrible beasts. The caption reads, field work. Oh, that's Colette. She sounds cool. She sounds cool. Inquisitor Ameridan. What is known about Inquisitor Ameridan would barely fill a page. He was a friend of Emperor Hakkon. He was Inquisitor when the Seekers of Truth folded themselves into the Chantry as part of the Navarin Accord, their order serving as precursor to the Order of Templars and the Circle of Magi. Shortly after, the accord was signed between 122 and 124 Divine. Ameridan left his position and departed, never to be seen again. These facts alone are undisputed. Everything else is uncorroborated hearsay, broad speculation, or salacious rumour-mongering. Ameridan did not willingly cede power. Hakkon forced the Seekers of Truth to disband upon pain of death, then removed the Inquisitor rather than suffer rebellion in the new Chantry's ranks. Oh, these are the undisputed, are they? Ameridan was forced to retire due to the still young Chantry's restrictions requiring celibacy, as he was involved in a relationship with a mysterious lady mage that the Chantry erased from history. Ameridan was a rowdy noble who cared more for raucous entertainment than for the Seekers. He held the position only because Hakkon wanted a loyal friend commanding the order, and when the Seekers became part of the Chantry, Ameridan was free to retire to a life of hunting dragons and wenching. Any of these stories may be true, and without more evidence, we have little hope of ever reaching a clear determination. Nevertheless, I would offer a few notes that are often overlooked as scholars delve so deeply into their own historical specialties as to lose key context. Firstly, Emperor Hakkon, rightly acknowledged as the man who moulded the Chantry into the organization it is today, was a pious man, committed to spreading the chant of light and creating a world where magic and men were governed by Andrastan principles. All sources agree that Ameridan was a close friend of Hakkon, and while it is certainly possible that Ameridan was more pragmatic than pious, it is highly unlikely that Hakkon would have befriended a figure who was actively opposed to the Chantry, much less tolerated such a man holding a position of power in the growing Orlesian Empire. Secondly, Inquisitor Ameridan was universally acclaimed as a powerful combatant, regardless of his supposed faith or lack thereof. Rumourmongers suggesting American was exiled ask us to believe that Emperor Drakon could see no use for a powerful warrior with years of command experience. Given that the Second Blight had been a fact of Orlesian life for more than 15 years at the time of American's disappearance, with Darkspawn pouring from the Andfels into northern Orlais in growing numbers, it is frankly absurd to suggest Drakon would casually dispose of such a military asset. Without further evidence, we may never know more about Meriden's departure. Nevertheless, I hope that we may eschew the currently popular cynicism, at least when obvious evidence against it is presented, to see that his disappearance must have had some other cause. From Finding Meriden by Professor Bram Kenrick, Starkhaven University Press. Nice. We had another one here, or did I read them both? I might have read them both. There's something there. Yeah, there is a thing there. Questions of accuracy that moved against them were halted by the light from her most assured hands. It was then she took her own counsel in ways best not set forth here, and led the party away. Did Ameriden's eyes seek hers among those assembled, as he relayed the events which led them there? If she stood among us, I did not know her, yet his hand moved slightly at his side, as my own does when my wife is near, and I seek wordless comfort in the touch of her fingers. We had all heard the whispers. Did he say her name in the telling? Would he have dared? Times were different, but have they changed so much? Excerpt from the writings of Lord Viscond, first put to page in 148 Divine. A letter follows. Kenrick, this is a precise copy. The preceding pages were lost or removed ages ago. Viscond makes no further references to this woman, although Meriden comes up several times later on. Viscond's writings, as they pertain to Inquisitor Meriden, are not entirely unknown, though you're unlikely to find them among the Chantry records. Their validity is largely dismissed. Some have questioned whether the so-called Light and Council reference magic or holy insight, and of course Viscond wrote down his impressions many years after the fact. The author's own wife brought accuracy into question when she admitted her husband was recalling his youth in the Orlesian capital through nostalgia and age-distorted memory. I believe her admission is part of official Chantry record. Best of luck, M. Okay. I think that's all the information we've got here. Just heading this way, so let's kill him and continue on, please.
The jaws of Hakkon knew you. What do they have against the Inquisition?
I have absolutely
Perhaps
no
the friendlier
idea.
Avvar in the village Harding mentioned can shed some light.
Perhaps. Oh, there's a cave here as well. We'll look in the cave after we look at this area. I mean, we've had Inquisitor soldiers here already, so maybe they weren't immediately hostile, you know? Maybe it just took a while. Is there anything in here? Or is it just a normal cave? It's probably just a normal cave, and it's clearly not the right way because we've got to go the other way to get thingy. But we'll see what's here. Is this where the... Yeah, it is. Landmark is here. Lovely. The Mouth of Echoes. What a name. A memory saved. A faint inscription found in Frostback Basin. If this be our last together, let it end in laughter. Atho. Sweet. At what cost? From an aged journal found in Frostback Basin. It still tastes strange, no matter. Several water-stained pages follow before the text resumes. Have we travelled through lands more remote than these? We must have. Yet I have never felt so removed from life back home as I do now. T makes the same arguments as always, though adds a lack of demons as a point in her favour. Lack isn't absence, which I was quick to point out. She called me pithy. There are demons here, though not as many as we faced in those early years together. The Avvar have their mages too. The last were ill prepared for me. I wonder if that's the part that bothers her. Oh, as always, was no help at all. We push on. My head aches. The others are singing the song we learned at that lakeside town. I forget the name of the place. I think my eyes are about to explode. Of course, A has noticed and told the others he needs to read something. It's quiet now. The journey here took longer than expected. I must take stock of the rations. after sleep. They were more than expected. After everything has been more than... they were more than expected. Everything has been more than expected. A few moments later, and I would not be standing here. I was able to subdue the mage before things became worse. T said nothing about it afterwards. She knows I would have died. At what cost? T asked me that once. I said it cost nothing, but I don't know. I met a man who'd fought longer than I, but his mind has faded with age, and he could not answer. The point remains that I can do more. I can be more effective. We've all seen the demons, what they did. We've seen what some would do with blood. The better question is, who pays the cost if no one takes a chance? And no one said it has to be forever, just until things are settled. If you count 8 times, will the number change? O asks. She's been watching me these last few days. Whatever she says to the contrary, damned blue bottles, I did not plan this journey as well as I should. I lay trying to find constellations through the leaves. T brought me some water. She just smiled, and there was no admonishment behind it. It made me feel better somewhat. As always, A cooked our dinner while deriding my own ability to pronounce something As always, A cooked our dinner while deriding my own ability to produce something edible. O attempts to tell jokes, make her they're pathetic. Why do they make me laugh anyways? Long days behind, I fear there are fewer ahead. Whatever costs I've paid, they will be worth it. It doesn't matter. This night, safe beside a fire, the 3 of them singing that stupid song, I am content. That's something. Let me take that. I wonder whether that has anything to do with the Inquisitor. There was an A for Eridan, maybe. Does he seem like a guy that cooks? I don't know. Where am I? Oh, I feel like I can come this way and this will be where the soldiers are, probably. If not, I'll just jump off a high cliff again, which I was doing earlier. I think I've spent too much time at Skyhold. I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, this hurts me, doesn't it? Oops. Yeah, so where are they? Whee! You okay? You just hurt your ankle a little bit. This looks promising.
Some of ours.
Yep.
Should help.
Oh, he's a big boy. Look at that big boy there. Ow. Welcome. Why is this a fast travel place?
The kitchen wouldn't give me cakes because Josie, oh so prim, was sending them to allies.
Why cakes when you can give them a 2-fingered salute and a box full of dog shit?
Okay,
You
then.
know I hate the aristocracy as much as you
I was
do.
like, I wouldn't have been
I hate
surprised
that
that
they
these
sit in
two would have
palaces,
hung out a
sipping
lot.
wine while people starve outside their gates. I hate that good soldiers die in senseless wars over who gets the fancy chair. Still, it's better to have the nobility on your side than not. They're dogs, all of them. And even the primped and powdered ones have teeth.
Okay.
That's some dog shit. That was a good one.
Maybe you calm down a little bit. Lieutenant Fallow, how are you doing?
We've beaten back those Hakkonite bastards. My men and I will hold here.
Okay.
The Hakkonites along the river still pose a threat. After this last battle, we need time to fortify and regroup.
What's the situation?
What's the situation along the river?
Between the Hakkonites and the wildlife, this isn't the easiest place to maintain
Of course
a
it's not.
presence. The river's the best. Sir?
I'm sorry for scaring you, my man. If you could continue that question. What is the situation?
What's the situation along the river?
Between the river's the best way for the Inquisition
Okay.
to send supplies from Skyhold. Or it would be if we could travel safely along.
Right, so what do you want me
The
to do?
Hakkonites set up camps near the banks, and they attack anyone. Sir?
Stop doing that! Okay, thank you. We got close enough that it unlocked the next quest. But Jesus Christ. There's everybody like across the river just having a fight. So I wasn't introduced to the fights. But hopefully he told me all the information that I needed. Otherwise we're a bit pushed. We're a bit strapped full up. There's somebody else there as well. Where are we looking? There he is. That was irritating. That was very irritating, and somehow that doesn't count as a camp. So that's also annoying. What am I looking at? Okay, this looks like the first camp. Not that many people on here though. What do you guys do? Oh, you're fighting the bug. I was like, there's nobody there between you. There's now. Oh no, that's not even Iron Bull. Ow! God, these guys are freaking annoying. That's what I get from waiting till the end of the game, eh? A bit of that. But hey, you know, extra challenge. Why did that guy look like Iron Bull and this guy looks like Sarah? Iron Bull's not even here. That should have been a dead giveaway.
If these Hakkonites are all over the river, I can see why our people have had a hard time.
Yeah, they're annoying. If we're having trouble with them, then our people are having trouble with them as well. We're just going to go up to the north to get this camp so that we don't need to come back to it later. And then we can do the rest of the other camps. What the fuck is that noise? There's some undiscoverables over here. What have we got? Anything interesting? We've got a cave. A cave? Do I want to jump down there? Well, I'm doing it anyway, so down we go. That's fancy. I like how I was like, I'm gonna go straight to the guys. And now I'm like, what's here? What's here? What is here? Oh, it's another thingy. Okay. It's more of these, is there? Alright. So that's why we can get more shards here, is it? That's interesting. Godoran's claim. There are no gods, there is only the subject and the object, the actor and the acted upon. Those with will to earn dominance over others gain title by Those with the will to earn dominance over others gain title not by nature, but by deed. I am Galdoran, and I refuse those who would exert their will upon me. Let Angel's bow crack, let June's fire grow cold. Let them build temples and lure the faithful with promises. Their pride will consume them, and I, forgotten, will claim power of my own, apart from them, until I strike in mastery. Okay. Oh, could we not test the time thing? That'd be off, really. Okay, so that was interesting. Okay, that looks like well, it doesn't look like another camp, but that's where another camp is, I guess. So let's just sneak our way up. Let's angle ourselves perfectly. Hey fellas. Always good to see that happen. Always, always, always. And then the other one's that direction. Do I know if I'm going the right way? No, I don't. But we're just gonna have a go anyway. Let's keep going up this path. It's overgrown, but it looks like we can still head up. And it's where Colette is, so let's head this way. And there's something undiscovered over here. Oh, it's a landmark. Okay. Endarson Pass, huh? Nigel's Point. That's a name. Is there even anything in here? There's something down there. Oh, what is that? Tevinter inscription. To she who wins the skein of wisdom, we dedicate the citadel. Dragon of mystery, bestow upon your faithful servants your ineffable truth. Grant us eyes to pierce the darkness and souls to bear the wound of your labyrinth. Okay. That sounds interesting. But not for me, I think. Oh, there are bad guys over there. What is that noise? I don't like it. God, these guys are creepy. Just hearing the, like, noise. It's like, that doesn't sound nice. Stop making that noise, please. Cliffside path. That looks cool. How do we get down without me jumping off? I'm starting to dislike doing that. Thought that was a dead body then. It wasn't. Let me have a look. I don't see a walkway. That looks like it looks like I might have had to have gone through the building. But we'll sneak our way down here. Ow, I fell a bit too far. Bit too further than I wanted. Yeah, so it looks like we're back in Nigel's Point here. But we made our own way. Probably avoided an ambush or 3. Maybe. Oh. Can pull that. What is that?
Didn't work, did it?
No. I didn't know what it was for though. So that's understandable that it didn't work. I hope I'm coming down the right side. I have to have, right? Head down here. Can I go through the log? No, I can't. That's disappointing. Oh, now we're in the swamps. Lovely.
Can it be so dark?
Because there's no light, silly.
Ah, yes, that must be it.
Yeah, it's probably close to correct. Hopefully it's not a magical reason. But I don't hold myself in much hope that that's the case. Did that make sense? I don't think it did, but yes. Okay. I don't know why I headed up there when this is clearly the correct way. Stop! Could I get down, please? The tree was in the way. I couldn't. Oh, God. Cole, you gave me a bloody heart attack then.
Over there. She'll be overwhelmed.
I see her. We got them. We're good. Can I get that while we're waiting? You alright, love? I'll be back in a second. Whoa. We got here first, so we get the landmark. So sucks to be you, but where did you go? There you are. Colette, hey. Oh. Nope. Colette, hey.
Inquisitor. Still finding it difficult to breathe, but I'm not strewn across the landscape, so thank you.
Welcome.
I'm Colette, Professor Kenrick's research assistant. I was hoping to conduct a survey of a Tevinter ruin in the hills. I may not have chosen the best route.
Maybe not. So you study with Kenris?
You're Kenrick's research assistant.
Kenrick?
So that makes you a student at the University of Orlais.
It does? Why?
I didn't mean to offend.
If I've said something wrong,
I'm sorry. That's usually asked with skepticism.
I'm a canary,
The
love.
university accepts those worthy of admission, though elven students are few.
Do you like it?
how did you find it there?
It's not easy, but this is what I want. And I like working for Professor Kenrick.
That's good.
Elven research students, where publications concerned, their work's often deemed not substantial enough for formal credit.
But he's
But
wrong.
Kenrick
He's
cares
different.
about people who want to learn.
Yeah.
If our research finds an audience, I know my name will be included.
So tell me about the ruin then.
What were you hoping to find at the ruin?
The Tevinter's time here was brief, but their architecture endured, offering shelter, forming landmarks. Ancient Avvar would have encountered these structures, which certainly predate Inquisitor Emeridan. Evaluating the ruins could offer insight into the region's history, once I can get set up.
I think I went
You're
through
still
the
going there?
ruins.
I've read everything we have on Emeridan, and studied up on new excavation techniques. I won't waste this opportunity.
Looked cool.
If you've a map, I can show you my destination, if you'd be interested in the findings.
I would be.
Stay safe.
I will.
Meet Collect at the Tevinter ruins. We're not doing that just yet. We're gonna get that. And then we're probably gonna head to the hold. What am I doing? Oh, let me actually click the hold so I don't get confused. There we go. There we go. I can't really tell much what's in front of me. Okay, how do I get up there? Hopefully it is up at the top and it's not like down below. There we go. That's, what the fuck is that? I'm not getting involved in that fight. Oh, everybody else has though. Fine, I'll kill the targets. Why are you attacking that guy? Bloody hell. I was just aiming for the gargoyle. Why were you aiming for the thing that seems to be nice? The bog pusher. Where's my... There we go. And we'll loot that. And we'll loot the things as well. Okay, so I assume that the path will lead me to the hold. Like, why? What? Why wouldn't it? What on earth are you guys doing? But I think I also might need to go up. Ooh, there's a fence here. And actual stones. Looks promising. I can't really see anything because of the sun. If you don't mind moving, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Oh yeah, this is definitely a thing. But whether it leads me to the hold, I'd say yes. Oh, there's a guy here. Hello. May I pass? Thank you.
Catch anything today? Nothing yet. Too many visitors stirring up the forest. The gods don't like it.
Hi, speaking of visitors. Hi. Hello. Hello, hi, how are you doing?
The animals the jaws of Hakkon killed. Rat things, frost dripping from their claws.
I have. Augur says it's bad magic.
Nice. Let's actually go talk. Greetings. I'll head over here then.
Something exciting's happening.
Yeah, what's going on? The climbing. Has.
Your climbers seem tired, thanks, Sir. More hunting. Is your hold beast well?
We hunt as well as ever, Thane Harrison.
You would be safer under the shield of the jaws of Hakkon.
Oh.
Fisherson has taken victory in sight of the Lady of the Skies. Pav, you owe 4 rams to Hask, not 3.
Ha! Tear his tits.
Wind, lift your oaths to the Lady of the Skies, and hand the rams over come sunrise.
May your people be as strong as your hold, beast.
Well, sounds like the good guys won then. Speak with the Hold leader, which was Sunhair, right?
We've heard of your arrival, Lowlanders.
Hello.
Come, share my fire where we might speak.
Definitely willing to do that, my love. My Sunhair.
I am Svara Sunhair, Thane of Stonebear Hold. You have guest welcome here. Few of our people have ever seen a Kunari. It is pleasing not to have to look down while we talk. You and your people have come far.
I understand that. I understand that completely. Come far from the safety of the lowlands. We are not attacking. We noticed. Did duty bring us here? I don't think it really did. We noticed.
Yes, given what we faced getting to your hold, we are nowhere near safety. We have learned that the last Inquisitor may have died here hundreds of years ago. We seek his body. Giving peace to the dead is a worthy quest. Any help we can offer
Yay.
is yours. Sadly, the jaws of Hakkon will not offer so warm.
I have also noticed that.
You have met their Thane, Gerd Harrison. I wager you have crossed blades with the jaws of Hakkon in the wilderness.
We did.
If you would search this place for your Inquisitor's body, they will want you to pay in blood.
Why would I want them to fight the Hakkonites? I don't know. So what was the climbing contest all about then?
When I first entered your hold, there was a climbing contest of some sort. What was that? The test of the lady. We use it to settle disputes when it is not clear who has the right of it. There are others. For the test of the Mountain Father, you battle with verse while those who favor you hold you aloft.
Oh, that's cool.
The test of Hakkon is battle with blunted weapons.
Right. That seems reasonable.
It seems as fair a way as any to decide such matters. In many cases, the law is clear. The tests are only for real disputes. As Thane, I may guide the gods in finding who is worthy. I decide which test will settle the dispute. I may also ask a warrior whose claim is foolish to climb with stones strapped to his back.
So that he learns not to do it again. So tell me about your Stonebear Hold.
I'd like to
I
hear
can't
more about
see
Stonebear
what I'm
Hold.
reading because of
We are
me.
not the largest hold, but our warriors are strong, and our singers are pretty. Words are for boasting around the fireside. You should look yourself, if you will.
I will definitely be doing that. So, why Sunhair? Because you're blonde?
How did you get the name Sunhair? I was born Svara Janisdottir. For my legend mark, I once fought a battle with my hair on fire. You lit your hair on fire?
Probably not on
An enemy
purpose.
archer lit my hair on fire. I was locked shield to shield with a foe, and I had no time to douse it. It scared my foes. My hair was braided long enough that I could spare it. It stank worse than goat shit.
Yeah, burnt hair smells horrible. So tell me about the jaws of Hakkon.
I'd like to know more about the jaws of Hakkon.
Hakkon.
They are not the first hold to take that name. All have been foolish. What would you know of them?
Why are they hostile?
What do the jaws of Hakkon believe that makes them so angry? A wise man honors each god to its strength. Bjorn Reedbeard for fishing, Rilla of the Fireside for making babies. The Hakkonites care only for Hakkon Winter's Breath, god of war and winter. There is no
Right.
evil in Hakkon. There are times to fight, but the jaws of Hakkon care for nothing else. They raid, they fight. Eventually they die and their stories are forgotten. It is the way of things.
Okay, so tell me of the recent group.
What can you tell me of the people now calling themselves the Jaws of Hakkon? They came here a few years ago, after the Blight took their hold. There was land enough for both, so we were friendly. We did not see their anger. Gerd Harrison lost too many in his hold to Darkspawn. He thought only of battle and war. To avenge a wrong is a good thing, but only a fool lights the world on fire to do it.
Okay, and how does that differ from an earlier group?
You said that there were earlier groups known as the Jaws of Hakkon. out of nothing but slaughter glory. They attacked the lowlanders. Your people fought back and destroyed them. They were fools. I'll speak with you later. Farewell.
Okay, so it looks like they might be willing to... Were operations available? Oh, I need to talk to her. Why do I need to talk to her? We fight the Hakkonites?
The Hakkonites are attacking my people. I would welcome any assistance you could offer. Bathing my blade in the blood of the Hakkonites would be cause for a feast for most in this hold. The Hakkonites are fools, and they have forgotten the old ways. But we have pledged peace with them. To attack with lowlanders at our side would make us oathbreakers. This is poor weather for me to ask.
Okay, okay. Can I change your mind?
I understand your concern. Is there anything I could do to help? Among the Avvar, a hold draws strength from its hold beast. They are as kin to us. When our hold beast is strong and happy, there is joy. When it sickens and dies, it is an ill omen. Our bear, Storvaker, has not been seen in days.
I'll go look for her.
I cannot ask the hold to break peace oaths unless Storvaker.
And maybe I can prove that it's their fault that the whole beast isn't here. So about me and Bear? What? Okay.
I'll speak with you later. Ask those in the hold about Storvaker. They may know something they have not told me.
Why would they not tell you? But yeah, I need to impress the Avvar. And I definitely saw an operations thing pop up, so I might have to sneak back to Skyhold to see what they hold. That was a unintentional pun. And that's it for my latest episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. I really hope you're enjoying it. I'm certainly enjoying playing it. If you are, please consider subscribing to my channel using the button on the right. And there are videos on the left that you can click on to watch more of me. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.